Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the White Pube podcast. My name is Gabrielle de la Puente. I'm speaking to you from Liverpool. The White Pube is a website that I share with my friend Zarina Mohammed. She's in London. Every Sunday, one of us takes turns posting a review or a text or whatever, an essay. We just think out loud about a cultural thing that we've experienced. The written version goes on thewhitepube.com and then we read it out to you here. Beautifully. Yeah. Zarina was going to do it this week. It was her turn, but she couldn't, so I last minute wrote this text after last minute going to see the fucking Melania film. Yeah. If you want to support the White Pube at £1 a month on Patreon, it would be highly appreciated. Thank you very much. I've asked the only friend I know with an Odeon subscription to come with me to see Melania Trump's self-titled film because I don't want anyone spending real money on this. Before we go into screen 9, he laughs and asks if I want a picture because on the wall in front of us is a huge blinding light box of the woman herself. Straight suit, heels in profile, legs crossed on a chair. It's black and white and so high contrast that she's almost a vector. When we go inside, there's one other person in the room and I wonder what they're doing if it's not for a joke of a review. I am bored the entire time. I keep checking my phone to see how long we've got left. It's not that it's so bad it becomes funny. I've never seen so much B-roll. Shots of the White House at different times of the day, the sky, beach, palm trees, and busy roads of tired red taillights in New York and Washington. Melania takes her sunglasses off. She puts her sunglasses back on. Fake Renoir paintings in the Trump Tower penthouse. Often, the camera crawls at ground level and her stilettos click along the exact kind of clean, reflective floors that allow a stiletto to click. It's heels and bare feet over and over again as she walks all over us. Anything to fill the time. Between these inane montages, she's doing fittings for the clothes she'll wear at the inauguration, approving the designs of the invitations, looking at cornice options. She gets on planes, she gets off them. There's a video call with the French First Lady about how the two of them can help kids, just generally. She hugs a hostage released from Hamas on a visible set. All the brat donors at a ball are served gold eggs for a starter. The Palisades are burning and she's watching it on TV. Close-up of her eyes that appear to become more diagonal the older she gets, as though she's trying to hitch them into the exact right position for a Halloween mask of her own face. God, it is boring to describe a boring film. When we went our separate ways after saying goodbye, my friend shouted that he hated me from across the road and I apologised. I left thinking, she can't even lead the cult of personality they want her to exploit because she has no personality to speak of. We might as well have stayed squinting at that light box outside the screen because that's all this is. Melania as an image, a symbol, a model. She's a model for clothes, a model for Trump, a model for an America where being an immigrant doesn't stop you from becoming the First Lady. Look, it must be true, because she's surrounding herself with fashion designers who are immigrants too. You know, the good white ones. What a cruel, empty effort from everyone involved. It doesn't matter that the image in this film is a mirage. All those palm trees swaying in the breeze. All that matters is that the image is shown to as many people as possible all over the world, even in a cinema in Liverpool. That way the image can be big and bright and it can completely get in the way of reality. A country where Trump has tripled ICE's budget, where federal agents have been told to arrest 3,000 immigrants a day, and where those agents have been given immunity on a governmental level, so when citizens are harassed, driven off the road, kidnapped, and murdered, they can't even call 911 for help. ICE wears masks. This film is a bigger mask covering all of it. On a different level, maybe, I had this moment when I got home where I realised how much Melania 2026 reminded me of Taylor Swift's recent docuseries. Another woman with the money and power to have her taste built outwards from where she's standing, built and built until it becomes her whole world, and all she sees is her own taste reflected back in marble floors and disco balls. That and the fact both make a point of showing how they are targets, making a story of near misses, making a story of solemnity, tilted heads, things that don't need to be filmed, but are, and here I am watching them like a fucking melon. I apologise to the friend I wrote into this, but I want to apologise here as well. I think after 10 years writing about culture, I appear to have walked into the middle of the rubbish dump where all this shit is heaped. More of it coming every day. The big shared graveyard of our life. I have fallen into the trap of writing about mainstream culture that my readers already know about, instead of walking off that land where the air is fresh and there are new things growing in the soil, things we don't even understand yet, where my writing could be an act of translation, making sense of real art instead of whatever today's review is. At the start of Melania, Amazon's production logo says art for art's sake, but that's a lie. Art is the thing that grows outside of institutions. Art is the thing that doesn't seek to appeal to everyone in the world at the same time via subscription-only streaming platforms. Art can rip those masks off and knock down borders. Art can mean figuring out how to do it in a new way instead of doing what everyone else has already done. It's not Melania doing a tour of the White House with Mrs. John F. Kennedy, except she's dressed like an Oxbridge graduate. And I am sorry about that, because my reviews shouldn't be stating the obvious. That's just image making too. Oh boy. Okay. The emoji of the week. I want to say a mask, obviously, but is there a mask emoji? I can only think of those like, like theatrical masks. Let me type mask in. Yeah. You know those theatre emoji things? Let's go with that. The one that's like happy and the one that's sad. That'll have to do. We'll do that. Okay, please comment that on our Instagram post from today, and it'll be Zarina next week, hopefully, because I don't know what I would write about. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye bye.